2, 1. Okay, let's start. Hello traders, ChiefBijj here. Uh, I wanna be a millionaire. Okay, okay. I'm recording this video to share some of my insight, technical insight. Um, uh, that I thought that uh, on what I thought that it is good to buy Bitcoin this starting this year and next year. So this is the Bitcoin chart. Um, this is the chart of Bitcoin from the beginning to October 2009 to the current 2026. So I have some analysis here that I will show that later. So okay, so as you can see, okay. So ato sana we should break down chart what this chart telling to me, no? So okay, based on this is chart, the historical data of the prices of Bitcoin. So what is it telling me? That every time the Bitcoin was going to rally, he got some correction, rally correction, rally correction, um, rally correction, rally then correction. So this is a weekly chart, no? So this is good to use when you buy real Bitcoin on crypto exchanges, no? On the exchange. So this is the monthly chart, the daily chart. So they have the different chart on different chart, but on different time frame. Okay, so I'm gonna share right now is my analysis, no? Technical analysis. So this analysis, I made this way back last year. I made this last year when when I go broke. I don't have money to trade, so I just made an analysis of Bitcoin. So that it was here, this candle here, June, July. Yeah, this candle. I, I go broke here, so I just made this analysis Bitcoin analysis, and came up to this. So yeah, I was also trying to predict the top, but I only got the lower part, not the. I thought it was gonna go to 135K, but it only reached 126K. So and then we go in here. Now we drop to the 60K level. Okay, so based on my analysis, Bitcoin has been it has Fourier cycle, no? If you do not, they call it Fourier cycle because based on the codes of Bitcoin, every 4 years, it got the when you know how to mine Bitcoin, solving math problems. Anyway, but it rewards those miners. It was they reward those miners. You can get that. Unless you know that. So if one of the miners solved the math problem, they got rewarded Bitcoin. So when it was started, so here in the cycle, this is a parallel to 2009 2013. So this here in the cycle, they reward the miners with 50 Bitcoin, 50 Bitcoin like reward, no? And then here, like halving na, so they reward 25 Bitcoin na lang eh. 25 Bitcoin, the reward to the miners. And the next, 12, so 6, 25 na no? 25, 12.25, 12.5, no reward. And then here, ito, basta 6.25, then there yun, 3.1 something. So, so during a year, so during natakaroon nga year, no? Mata siya. And then ako pa siyang one of my observation point is that I noticed that so we start here at 2014 2017 when Bitcoin from $1,000 here, $1,000, it dropped about 85% to $100, $150, $1,000 to $150 more. The money drop, so drop niya. We call this drop bear market. This is a bear market, no? So na-drop sa 85%. And then for the next 3 years, 15, 16, 17, the next 3 years, it got up to here, 8,000% from $100 to 18K. Yeah, almost 20K dollars. So then it got dropped back again, and then last cycle. So the last cycle here, 2020. The last cycle is 2022 and 2025. So drop siya, it got drop 21, 22. So 2 years and drop. Then it got up 3 years, 25. So 3 years pa din drop. 3 years pa din up. So by this given data, there's a chart. So what can we conclude, no? So what can we conclude? That's what we're gonna we try to make sense if what is happening when we start. What is happening? The overall what's I gonna say this? Move of the market is going up. It got some correction, but it always goes back up. That this chart what is telling. Okay. So by now, let's compare these three cycle, these two cycle. Let's compare it. Let's combine this to conclude try to conclude or try to predict what's gonna happen, because there is possibility na it's gonna happen again. Okay, yeah. There's a possibility. Okay. So from 2018, 2021, the Bitcoin price dropped from 18,000 to 3K. So 18K to 3K. So it's 82%, no? And 75%. So you see, it's going lower now. So right here, I'm assuming, so this is my I am assuming that it's going to drop either here at 66% because we're already at 50. So we reach at 50. Some buyers are already in. I also in. No, 61. I buy 61K. I already bought. So I can handle. I can hold it longer until it will. I can handle it longer till this time frame. 2026 to 2029. So that area, or 2030, that area, that's gonna be interesting, later. So what's gonna happen? So since now already some of the investors are already in, no, like it's at 50%, and I'm waiting. I'm also waiting and hoping to drop, guys, maybe 40%. I assume it will drop 60% to 40K. But it is also interesting here. See. This level, no? This level. This level. You see that? We have this. We have this support. We call it support. Support. Going up, going down. It chooses a support again. It's going up, going down. It will double support, and then up, and it's broken down. You can see here. I make a line. This is the line. So this green line area, from 70K to 30K, that is the area is good to buy. That's the area good to buy. Oh, and if you don't know, you can actually buy a Bitcoin in fraction, not the whole Bitcoin. It's so expensive for our currency now. Bitcoin can be divided into fraction. We call it sats. They call it satoshis, but we call it sats. So you can buy a fraction Bitcoin maybe for 2 years. Let's say this 2026 to next year 2027. You have amount of, maybe you have 100K. 100K. How will you manage that money? 100K to invest this asset. So you divide the amount. Maybe 18 months of buying. So 18 months buying, starting to today. 18 months. No. 12 plus 10. How many months? 22. So 22 months. So you start by today. 22 months. 100K. You divide 100K. You divide that by 22 months. So you will be investing 8,300 every month. No? 8,800 every month. So if you invest that, you buy here. This level, you bought one, and it goes down here. You bought monthly. You bought monthly, whatever the price. But this is the price we're gonna buy. Above that, we don't buy above that. Here, we buy below. Inside here. Okay. So if you buy there 8,300, 8,800, 8,800 until your 100K investment. 100K investment is well used. You bought it all. So what then you're gonna do is you just gonna wait, and you're just gonna wait until it makes this line. And this is also an interesting line. Maybe okay. So if the bottom is somewhere here at maybe 35K, I'm expecting about maybe 150 to 200K. That's my expected price for the next year. But we cannot be so sure. Cannot be so sure if it goes back here. If the prices will go back here, either it's ding, or it just gonna changing. Yeah. So that's the that's one of the that's one of the that's one of the risks as an investor. No, you don't know what's gonna happen to your money. So so okay. So I want also to share one of my mindset. No, one of my mindset to how I'm gonna manage this, because this is also my plan. No, this is my plan. This is my plan. So how will I manage that? Okay, so because okay, I give you a story. Okay, I give you a story. If you are the OGs, you can OGs, the OGs, no, they are the OG. So if you bought Bitcoin maybe at 2016, you buy Bitcoin at here $100, or you join Bitcoin you bought Bitcoin at 2019, you buy at 3K dollars. So right now they are in profit. They are in profit, no? Because their price is here, their price is here. So at the current price, they are in profit. So maybe that's why the price is dropping, because they are taking profit, no? So you get my point. That's one of the mindset that we are gonna having, no? Because some of the people before bought Bitcoin before it was because got paying, they are already in profit now. So if I'm an investor way back 2016, so of course I'm gonna take some profit to enjoy my life. That's to enjoy my life. So that's why one of the opening pod sa kuha to me na I'm gonna start it early. Oh, no, no, I'm not encouraging you, no. I'm not encouraging you. You can buy, actually you can buy Bitcoin at $10, $10 weekly. You can do that. $10 weekly, then for 2 years. Oh. You don't care about this. You don't care about this technical. This is a technical analysis. Now I just know this last year. That's some history. Yeah, went broke. That's investing. You cannot go broke on investing, because you have you handle the real Bitcoin, man. You bought the real Bitcoin. So any if it goes lower. So one of the thing for you also see is the investors. So nowadays, last year from 2024, I'm not 2023, maybe 2024. The institution, they call it the institutional, the big money, the big money manager institution. No, they handle the big money. They handle the money of who invest to them. No, they are. I mean, you know that the institution. They integrate. They say that last time they are very skeptical. They very skeptical. They call it the scam. Like it is a scam. They believe it's a scam. It's going to zero like that. So, but then they join here last year, 2024. They bought Bitcoin. As it go up, they bought here. They bought, and I also they bought last year. They also bought here, and then they sell to get some profits. The institutional trader, they have big money. They have big money, no? They calculate the risk, that and such. So if you are on scrolling on social media and you see a news, it's going to zero. That's just because in this space, they call it PUD, PUD, pair of uncertainty, pair of uncertainty and doubt. So when the market is dropping, the media, the speculator, they take advantage of that. They want to retailer to sell their real Bitcoin, or they call it asset, their Bitcoin. So as they tell that, to the masses, no, the retailer sells, the masses take profit, so the price goes down. But then those big money, they were buying the low prices, and you bought here and you sell here, then you buy here. So that's the difference of the retailer, or the regular investor, or the institutional management. So you have to careful. You have to also careful that. And then one of the one of the one of the usage, one of the you want to perceive good is the global economy now, because I also picture this. Yeah, I want you to also picture this. When everyone is so much money they are happy. So they just bought. So, but when the economy is high, so the kind of money, everyone is happy. Ano siya? So the prices go up, they bought, and then when the economy is low, so everyone panics, so they sell that. But then the one is prepared, they 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 are entering. So I hope that also makes sense, because if you are interested in investing, you can you can do some research. You can do some you can do your research. Those are some ideas. This is also limited on my knowledge, and my what I see, no. So you can also uh, you need to learn technicals, no, not just the news. You don't rely on the news, because the news lie, and then but also but the technical is what matters the most. Matter po na siya. Also the political, geopolitical conflict will affect us markets, because you know, okay, let's change this scenario. The geopolitical, how it gonna affect the market? Say this. This our country, Philippines, uh, have conflict to China, so they go war. Of course, the people on that, ano, the people of that area, they're going to sell us. They're going to sell the asset to take some profit from the market, because they they don't know what's going to happen next. But 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 in other perspective, other part of the world, they see some of the people, they happy, because the price is low, so they're going to buy. So that's also want to consider, no. You can read some books too. There are good books out there, but they are focused on they focus on psychology. They focus on psychology. They don't want you to see the big they want you to see they don't want you to see the bigger picture. It's it's on you lang if you are willing to learn. Connect the dots. That's one of the important thing. Connect the dots. Next happened there the COVID-19 pandemic, no? Okay, that so we have there the two-year bear market. The market is already on the downtrend. It goes up. Then you have the COVID. It goes down. It reaches there. But the one who sell who sell here because they afraid the pandemic maybe what was gonna happen to the pandemic. So they sell. They take the profit. But then some of the big players in the world, they know that this pandemic is just what we call it exercise. They have so many conspiracy stories there. You can connect the dots, and then it goes up. So the one who sell here, they might be bought here. I don't know what they're doing. They might be also selling here because they're not so sure. And it goes to the top. So now we're here. So I'm expecting a bounce. I'm expecting a bounce. Goes around, then it's gonna then bounce. Here to the 50. Here to the 50 area. This is as a support. And then the last support will be in the 31. This is a support. So but, but Bitcoin if you want. No. And I'm not also so certain also if those are what I'm saying. We can't be certain if we go here. We might go here. But Bitcoin is very the very they call it the riskiest asset. Highest return, high risk, high reward. That's it. This is okay. Okay, I think those so I think those what I'm gonna share now. Um, maybe some of this is are very technical for you, but you can do some research. You can do some research because I am not a financial advisor. They do that on many platforms. I'm not a financial advisor. Your money is your own responsibility. Invest what you can afford to lose. And that's it. And that's investing a Bitcoin. Okay, alright. Alright. So I think that's what I'm gonna say. So um if you want to know how this works, you can do some research on how to do technical analysis. And if you're really excuse me, and if you really invested, you can have your time naman. We're too early pa naman. We're too early. Maybe we're here. It goes down, so we're gonna go down here. That's why we start by. All right, I think that's it. Thank you for listening. I hope you have some knowledge, and I hope you can ask, no, you can ask yourself. That's what I'm doing. Well, that's what I'm doing. Asking myself. All right. Okay, thank you guys. Stay ChiefBijj.